Hello everybody, Patrick here, and today we are doing something kind of special. Today we are looking at a 2-pack, aka a Commander class figure, quote unquote. Today we are looking at Transformers Studio Series 86, Hook and Longhaul. So there they are. But before we get to them, box time. So here is the box. I need to raise it so you can see it, because Commander size box. But yes, even that, you still can't see all of it. Anyway, but yes, here is the box. One thing I will point out, just like the others, the other SS Constructicons, these are more so 3D models of the cartoon model than they are of these specific toys. I realized that when looking back at Bone Crusher's box, because Bone Crusher's box straight up does not look like his vehicle mode, it looks like the toy's vehicle mode. But that's whatever. Anyway, so as you can see, you have 3 of 5 Devastator, 17 steps, blah de blah, 19 steps. Down here, Transformers Studio Series logo, the Transformers the movie, Constructicon Hook, Constructicon Lockdown, Longhaul, and Hasbro's logo. On this side, you have nice artwork of Hook and Longhaul in vehicle mode. As well as the Ottawa symbol, same stuff back there. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, screenshot from the movie of, Devastator throwing sludge. Sludge, right? I don't remember. That's the same screenshot that's been on all of their boxes. You have your bio. Hook and Longhaul combined with the other Constructicons to form Devastator. Yeah. You got some nice shots, warnings, stuff like that. Warnings. Another barcode that I didn't see. Okay. Anyway, this side of the box, you just have the same image of Devastator that has been on all the Studio Series Constructicons. Top of the box, same things. So, there is that. And we are heading back down to the ground floor so I can show these guys off. So, we are going to start by taking a look at Hook. Now, Hook is basically a modified version of the Combiner Wars figure. I don't have my downscaled Combiner Wars figures anymore because, I think I explained it in Scrapper's video. I was trying to customize them when I got, the NBK set, but, But, yeah. He looks good, you can clearly see this giant block is Devastator's head, but whatever. Yeah, he looks good, a little big, but, I mean, hey. You can also see his hands right there, and head, yeah. This guy does something I don't necessarily like, where if, usually you can rotate the head, and it'll be fine, so you don't see the head, even if you look underneath. Well, with him, it'll bump into stuff, so you can't do that, unfortunately. Pain, whatever, you don't usually, look at your figures like this. Unless you're doing something, so. But yeah, he can roll, as rolling things should, on nice pinned wheels, love that. Some nice painted rims. And yeah, you've got a tab right there, slot, that's for combine mode. We are not going over combine mode in this video, we are saving that for Devastator's video. So yeah, nice purple windows rather. Crane operator cabin, yeah. You do get some functionality with this guy. The crane can raise, can lower, like that. It can rotate, so it's already better than the Combiner Wars version's crane. And you can extend it. Not by a lot, but you can still extend it. That is cool. That's something, again, the Combiner Wars didn't have. And, you know, the hook can also... for comparison, here he is with, if I can find it, the Warren Pocket, you know, DX9 hook. Here he is with NBK's hook, which, these two basically have the same functionality, only this guy has the, nice little, pylon, you know, stabilizer pylons. Other than that, they have the same functionality in the hook. Only this one, you know, it thoops out like this, so it ain't gonna fall very easily. This one, you know, you can just tap it and it'll fall. But yeah, let's see. Here he is with Scrapper. Just so you can get a little bit of sense of scale there. I'm not going to show him off of Bone Crusher yet, because I'm going to do that after we take a look at Longhaul. Oh, actually, really quickly, there's something I almost forgot to show off. There's a little nub right here. You can take Hook's gun. There's a little hole right there. Plug that on, and you can store that in the vehicle mode, which is cool. Anyway, Longhaul. This might be my favorite Constructicon of the set. I am not gonna lie, this guy is really good. He is nothing like his Combiner Wars counterpart, thankfully. Like, don't get me wrong, I love how jank his Combiner Wars counterpart is, but this is just 1,010,000 times better. You can see that some of the spray didn't get very well. Oh well, I don't care. Some nice purple there in the windows. Nice detail. You can technically get him to dump, but doing so raises the wheels. So, yeah, I mean, you can still position it so you can get him to roll while looking like he's dumping. But, yeah. Yeah, he's really good. He cleans up pretty nicely, other than the visible head. And yeah, he's got some nice big wheels with some nice silver rims, some black gas canisters instead of purple. I don't mind that. This area looks a little jank, but given how he transforms, I forgive it. Yeah, got some nice grille detailing, and if you open this section up, you got engine detailing. That is cool. You have engine detailing. You're not gonna see that much. But still, for him, his gun, this is his gun, it comes in two pieces like this, but you can store it just on these little pegs right here. I usually have it facing backwards. Yeah. Comparisons. Here he is with the DX9 Warren Pocket version. Here he is with the NBK version. Which I find it funny, because most of the Constructicons for the NBK are so much bigger than these guys. Yeah, these guys are actually, you know, not that much, you know, not that different in size. That's actually kind of funny. But anyway. Here he is with Scrapper, who is not tabbed in right there. Scrapper. Let's bring in Hook. And let's bring in Bone Crusher. Yeah. 4 down, 2 to go. Those two don't release until October, but this video is probably coming out in October, so you know. another comparison I forgot. Here they are with the 86 Prime mold. In case you were wondering how that looks. Oh my gosh, I forgot Devastation Prime. Here they are with Devastation Prime, which I think that looks probably a bit more realistic. Probably less G1 accurate, but you know. Here's a Hook with Prime. And here's Longhaul with Prime. You can get that scene in Skybound where, you know, Hook just, or where Longhaul just fucking rams into Optimus. Anyway. Alright, we are not quite done talking about the vehicle modes yet, at least not for Longhaul, because you get a trailer for Longhaul. Now, obviously, this is just the combined mode hips and a way to store the combined mode pieces, but, you know, it is still a trailer. Yeah. It actually looks pretty decent for a trailer. It doesn't do anything other than be a trailer and the combined mode bits, but whatever. Also, if you don't want Scrapper carrying around the combined mode gun, well, you split it, and you can plug it in to these ports right here on the missile launchers. And you can store the combined mode gun like that, and make it look more like there's just, you know, scrap metal in the bed, which is cool. How this kind of attaches to Longhaul is you got this section right here, the trailer hitch, has two little nubs, and right here you can see there's two little holes. So you want to split Longhaul's bed a little bit, line that up, squeeze that back together, and then there you go. There you go. But yeah. So, that's enough of that for right now. We are going to get into transformation. We are going to start with Hook, because he is the least interesting. Because he's just his Combiner Wars figure again, basically. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of angle this to get it out of the way. You're going to scratch your arm, bring these up, kind of bring this section up a little bit, just so that untabs everything. Bring the arms out and then down. You are going to split the legs and bring them, accordion them out like this. Accordion them out just like this. Then you're going to take the legs, bring it down like this, and it'll just kind of soft thoop into place. Bring the arms down. We are going to raise the camera slightly. You're going to take this section and shift it down. Tab in right there. Bring that back and bring these down. And you got Hook in robot mode. So we're going to set him off to the side for a moment, so we can focus on Longhaul. For Longhaul, you just want to remove the gun. You're going to untab the bed, because these slots right in here will tab in right there. Bring the bed all the way down like this. You're going to want to clip those sections into place. Split his legs. Bring his heels out. Bring his heels out. We are going to raise the camera slightly. Untab the arms. They just tab in right there. Like that. Bring them up like this. Clip them in. Bring them down at the elbow. Flip out the fist. Clip them in. Bring them down at the elbow. Bring them out like this. You're going to lift this section. You're going to open this section. And then bring this down like this, which will bring up the head and turn. Close the chest. Bring down the arms. This shelf section you're going to bring back. Tab it in. fold it back up like this, and you are done. There you have 86 Hook and Longhaul in robot mode. But yeah, I think these guys look really, really cool. Hook, and we're starting out with Hook because he's the least interesting, because he's basically just his Combiner Wars variant, but with some upgrades. Looks-wise, yeah, this is just the Combiner Wars version. It's actually not accurate to the 86 movie, because this should be like this, you know, on the other side, but it should still be visible. It's not because, again, they just used the Combiner Wars engineering when the G1 toy used a flip. Instead, these use a shift, basically. But yeah. Articulation. The head is on a ball joint, and you can move these up to get out of the way. You know, so you can grip the head a little bit better. Shoulders can rotate a full 360, but the backpack does get in the way. You can go up that far, partly due to transformation. You have a bicep swivel, which is an upgrade from the Combiner Wars figure. So you can see it's on a mushroom peg. You do have a double jointed elbow. It's still weird. I think that's just a curse of these characters. The fist can flip in. That's for combine mode transformation. We're not doing that today. No waist, because, you know, that's the combiner head right there. You can kick forward, you know, that far. Kick backwards, that far. Outwards, you can do more than the full splits. You have thigh rotation. You have just under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Foot can move forward that far, back, and you do have tilt. And of course, you know, you can keep the gun back here, you can plug it in right here. The crane comes detached in the box, and you can plug it into his arm. You can plug it into his hand. You know, you can plug it into his heel, if you want. Yeah. But yeah, so that is Hook. And now Longhaul. Oh boy, I don't know why I like this guy. His articulation is not great, but you know. Oh, I forgot to get a close-up on Hook's head sculpt. Yep, that's Hook. Again, it's basically his Combiner Wars figure, so you know. And then Longhaul. Got that nice head sculpt with the flat panel on the back. And yeah. He's really cool. Articulation. Head is on a ball joint. You can do a full rotation, a little bit of wiggly waggly, up and down a little bit. Shoulders can do a full 360, then go out that far. The elbow is on a ball joint, as you can see. So you've got bicep rotation, 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, fist can flip in. No waist, that one's a little bit more of a mystery. I think at Mark Clonus on Instagram said it had something to do with combiner stability. I don't remember. But you can kick forward, that far, back, that far, outwards. You can do a little less than the full splits. You have thigh rotation. And the knees are kind of interesting. So the knee is right here. You gotta unclip it, and you get about that much bend. However, you can undo the transformation joint, use that as your knee, and get even more. That is what I do. I kind of just ignore this unless I want to get a pose like this. I use the combiner joint, because it does not look that bad when you do it like that. So anyway, you also have your ankle tilt, and of course he can hold his gun right there. So yeah. But yeah, these two are really cool. Again, I think Longhaul is my favorite of the entire set. Obviously, that's excluding the combined mode itself. Doy. But yeah. So, for comparison, here we have Hook with, or here we have the NBK versions. If I can set everything up right. There we go. NBK versions. Here they are with their War and Pocket versions. So tiny. Here they are with the 86 Prime mold. So you can see that. That's about cartoon accurate, I'd say. And here they are with their brothers. You know, Scrapper and Bone Crusher. One thing about Scrapper, I did not realize in his video, there's a little nub right here on his bucket. There's a hole in his gun. I did not realize this until after I filmed that video. But yeah. So there's that. And here these two are with Studio Series Devastation Optimus. Again, I'd say that's pretty game accurate. Like, from what I remember, that is basically the scale from the game. Yeah. But wait, there's more, because... Trailer. Let's remove the combined mode gun. You can have them hold all of these pieces as weapons. Missile pod. Sword. You know, you can take this section, plug it onto his arm. Blah. You can use everything except for the trailer itself as weapons. Which I see is pretty cool. That's one of the things I liked about the Combiner Wars version, is that all of the combined mode pieces could be used as weapons. But yeah. These wing pieces love to pop off, I will say that. But yeah. But yeah, guys, so there has been my review of the Studio Series 86 Constructicons Hook and Longhaul. I really like these guys. If you're going all in on Devastator, they are a must pick up. However, I'd honestly say pick them up just for Longhaul. I honestly really like the Longhaul figure. We didn't go over the combined mode in this video, like I said, like 3 times in this video, and the others, we're saving that for its own video. But yeah. Yeah. If you guys want this figure, or these figures, Target has them. I actually did see them in store in Target once. I didn't pick them up back then, but you know. So I got my set off Amazon. But yeah, so yeah, Amazon. Also, I believe their guns are blast effect compatible, but I don't think I do have a blast effect over here. Okay. They are blast effect compatible. I probably should mention that. I think all their guns are blast effect compatible, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.